Joining us via Skype to discuss this issue is journalist Celia Maza. Now, Artur Mas has been pushing for regional elections in September. Of what benefit will this be in regards to any hope of a future referendum?
Of Catalan government is very expected because he has no support from his allies in the government, and it's very important to remark that this is going to be the third snap election in just 5 years, so this is a proof over the instability in Catalonia over the separatist process. Obviously, his goal is to obtain an absolute majority and powerful mandate to open a new negotiation with Madrid in order to hold another referendum. But it's important to say that just in November last year, we have to remind that the Catalan government held an illegal referendum without any agreement with Madrid, and just the turnout was about 37%. So the Catalan government say that over 80% of the people who participate in that illegal referendum vote in support to the independence, but it's important to say that the turnout is just almost 40%.
Now, you mentioned the referendum in November and say that, yes, it was illegal, but you're saying that, are you saying that you feel that Artur Mas may have something to push for later on this year?
We have a very interesting scenario because the Catalan election, which is basically a Catalan referendum, is going to be held in September. But first of all, in May, we have a local election, a regional election, so it's important to see how it's going to be the result of that. And it's very important to say as well that at the end of this year, or maybe at the beginning of the next year, we are going to have a general election in Spain. So depend if Labour Party is going to win this election, we can see a new movement or a new step in the process. But definitely, if the Partido Popular is going to win again the general election, definitely Madrid is going no agreement at all with to hold the independence. So Catalans say that the Catalan government say that in case that they have to hold another illegal referendum, they are going to declare unilaterally the independence of Spain. So this is a weird situation because we never have this before, and obviously the international community, I suppose that they have to take part in the process.
So you're saying that there is a possible of there being a unilateral independence process taking place. I mean, Mas is hoping to garner support for succession, but the dilemma is still and always has been Madrid. I mean, how will he combat this?
I mean, as I said, it's a very weird scenario because we don't have any political process or identical process happened before this. I mean, obviously, if Artur Mas and his allies, the Republican Party, want to hold another referendum after the Catalan election, it's going to be a very problematic and crisis in Spain as a whole, because Madrid is not going to accept the independence of Catalonia, and obviously if the Catalans declare the independence unilaterally, this is a completely, a situation with a legal frame. But it's important to remark, as again, that we have to remind that just 37 of the population participate in the referendum, illegal referendum of November. So it is true that the Catalan people wants the right to decide the future, but it's not true, or at least this is the proof that the result of the illegal referendum of November, that the majority of Catalan people wants the independence. So we have to wait until the future process, and it's very important to remark that in May we have first of all the local election and the regional election, so see what happens after that.
Journalist Celia Maza, thank you very much for joining us today.